guys, last one of the basic escapes. This is one that you don't see too often, but I've adapted it in a way where it works great with the gi, it works great in the no-gi situation. All you have to do is be a little more conscious of what it is your opponent's doing with his hands in order to stay safe and not get hit or anything like that. But I like it because it's particularly effective, especially when you're a smaller grappler going against a much bigger, much stronger opponent. And he's also clever and he knows what's going on. He's not exactly fully postured, he's not exactly completely down on top of you. It's a nice alternative for that midpoint. For the most part, you're going to be using either your upa or your leg escape. Those are the two that you see the most in jiu-jitsu. But this is a really good one that gives you an escape to go to all the time, especially against a smarter opponent who has a little bit more of an idea of what's going on when you're grappling. Okay? So in this case, again, very first thing I do is establish my T-Rex. Stay nice and compact, legs flat, arms tight, down to the floor. Chin off the ground. Okay? In this case, my opponent is neither fully postured or completely chest to chest. He's kind of chilling out here in the middle. He's waiting to see what I do. So if all of a sudden I go to turn to do my leg escape, he flattens me out. Okay? And I'm stuck. Okay? If he sees me all of a sudden, he's in that midway point, and he sees me go to wrap an arm for an upa, he's going to posture up real hard and come down with a strike. Okay? So, he's in this midway point. The very first thing I have to do is kind of take his weight out of the equation, because I'm not exactly sure if he's going to come down on top of me or if he's going to go up. So the first thing I need to do is make sure that I can make my escape happen regardless of what he does with his position. So I'm going to sit up a little bit, I'm going to take my arms and I'm going to create a frame. So I'm going to bring this arm in its T-Rex position, keep it against the floor, keep it along my body. Okay? Now this arm is going to come in front of me, like so. And I'm going to place my forearm on my forearm. Okay? I don't grab my hands, and I try to take as much of my wrists out of the equation as possible because they're flexible. Okay? I don't want that. I want to be able to take all his weight and drive it into the ground. So I create my frame like so, by putting the weight from this bone on here. And when he puts his weight down, it shouldn't matter. Go ahead, lift your legs up. I'm not putting any strength of any kind. All his weight is driving right into the ground. Okay? So I first do this. Now it's not going to matter whether he goes up or he goes down. I want to be conscious, though, of his posture, because should he posture up quickly to strike, I want to be able to come right back here to my covered position to stop that and then go to my leg escape. Okay? So never lose track of what your opponent's doing with his posture. From here, here's my frame. Now I've taken his weight out of the equation. The reason behind taking his weight out of the equation is that now I can turn my hips a little bit. Okay? That's all I want. I don't need a large, drastic amount. I just need to be able to bring one butt cheek off the ground a little bit. I'm going to go towards you guys. Just look at my legs. I'm going to come up just like so. Okay? Just that teeny tiny little bit of space is really all I need to execute the rest of this move. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the leg on the side where I've lifted up off the ground, and I'm going to take it over his foot over here. Okay? Just like so. Boom. Once I've done that, at the same time, I'm going to use my forearm and my hands and everything to push his leg down, and I'm going to close my legs like a scissor to bring this leg in between my legs, and it's going to look like this. Come down, John. Here. Boom. Okay? That is essentially it. Okay, one more time. My opponent hasn't quite made up his mind about what he's going to do with his posture. I set up my frame, turn my hip, stay mounted, there we go, come over, and now at the same time I close my legs like a scissor, I push his leg in between my legs. Boom. Okay? Now, all I have to do, come around, Jeff. All I have to do now is turn to the other side and complete a leg escape. Finishing in closed guard. Okay? One time, full speed. Opponent on top. Quickly make my frame happen because he's in the middle. Turn, go over, push, this way, leg escape. finish there.